Electric baseboard heaters need to be installed with particular attention to their proximity to a Whirlpool tub. There are several important considerations to ensure safety and proper operation. Firstly, the electric baseboard heater should be installed at a minimum distance of 12 inches away from the edge of the Whirlpool tub. This clearance is crucial for preventing accidental contact with water, which can pose a significant electrical hazard. Secondly, the physical mounting of the heater is paramount. The heater should be securely mounted to the wall. This prevents it from falling or being accidentally dislodged, which could create a dangerous situation, especially near a water source. It is important to ensure that the heater is not placed directly under the tub. This placement could lead to direct water exposure and increase the risk of electrical shock. Thirdly, the heater should be equipped with a ground fault circuit interrupter, often referred to as a ground fault circuit interrupter. The ground fault circuit interrupter is a critical safety device designed to protect against electrical shock. It works by monitoring the electrical current flowing through the circuit. If it detects any leakage current, indicating a potential fault, it will quickly trip the circuit, cutting off the power and preventing a potentially fatal shock. The ground fault circuit interrupter is particularly important in areas where water is present, such as bathrooms and near Whirlpool tubs. Fourthly, temperature control is an important consideration. The heater should be controlled by a thermostat. The thermostat helps to prevent the room from overheating. Overheating can not only waste energy but also create an uncomfortable and potentially unsafe environment. The thermostat allows for precise temperature regulation, ensuring that the room remains at a comfortable and consistent temperature. These guidelines are put in place to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. When installing electric baseboard heaters near Whirlpool tubs, it is critical to adhere to these requirements to protect against electrical shock and ensure the proper functioning of the heating system. The 12-inch clearance provides a safe buffer zone, minimizing the risk of water contact with the electrical components. Secure mounting ensures the heater remains stable and prevents accidental dislodgement. The ground fault circuit interrupter is a vital safety feature that protects against electrical shock by quickly cutting off power in the event of a fault. The thermostat allows for precise temperature control, preventing overheating and ensuring a comfortable environment. Ignoring these guidelines can lead to dangerous situations, including electrical shock, fire hazards, and inefficient energy use. Always prioritize safety and follow these recommendations when installing electric baseboard heaters near Whirlpool tubs. To recap, firstly, maintain a minimum of 12 inches clearance from the Whirlpool tub's edge. Secondly, securely mount the heater to the wall. Thirdly, ensure the heater is not directly under the tub. Fourthly, use a ground fault circuit interrupter. Fifthly, control the heater with a thermostat. By following these guidelines, you can ensure a safe and properly functioning electric baseboard heating system near a Whirlpool tub. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous. It is important to consult with a qualified electrician if you are unsure about any aspect of the installation process. A professional electrician can ensure that the heater is installed correctly and safely, complying with all applicable codes and regulations. Safety should always be the top priority when working with electricity. It is also important to regularly inspect the heater and its components to ensure they are in good working condition. Check for any signs of damage, such as frayed wires or loose connections. If you notice any problems, have them repaired immediately by a qualified electrician. In addition to the safety considerations, proper installation and maintenance of the electric baseboard heater can also improve its efficiency and extend its lifespan. Ensuring that the heater is properly sized for the room can prevent it from working too hard or not providing enough heat. Regular cleaning of the heater can also help to remove dust and debris that can reduce its efficiency. Finally, consider the placement of the heater in relation to other objects in the room. Avoid blocking the heater with furniture or other items, as this can restrict airflow and reduce its effectiveness. By taking these additional steps, you can ensure that your electric baseboard heater provides efficient and reliable heating for years to come. When working with electrical systems, always remember to turn off the power at the breaker before starting any work. This is a critical safety precaution that can prevent serious injury or death. Use appropriate tools and equipment for the job, and wear safety glasses and gloves to protect yourself from potential hazards. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is always best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to ensure that the job is done safely and correctly. Electric baseboard heaters are a common and convenient way to provide supplemental heat in homes and other buildings. However, it is important to remember that they can pose a safety risk if not installed and used properly. By following the guidelines outlined above, you can minimize the risks and enjoy the benefits of electric baseboard heating safely and efficiently. In summary, the key requirements for installing electric baseboard heaters near Whirlpool tubs are firstly maintaining a minimum 12-inch clearance, secondly ensuring secure mounting, thirdly using a ground fault circuit interrupter, and fourthly controlling the heater with a thermostat. These measures are essential for preventing electrical shock and ensuring the safe and proper operation of the heating system. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the installation process. Electrical safety is always the top priority. Consider the specific layout and dimensions of the bathroom when determining the optimal placement for the electric baseboard heater. Ensure that the heater is positioned in a location where it will provide effective heat distribution without being obstructed by other fixtures or furniture. Pay attention to the location of outlets and wiring when planning the installation to avoid any potential hazards. If necessary, install new outlets or wiring to accommodate the heater, ensuring that all work is done in accordance with applicable codes and regulations. When selecting an electric baseboard heater, choose a model that is specifically designed for use in bathrooms or other damp environments. These heaters typically have enhanced moisture resistance and safety features to prevent electrical shock. Look for heaters that are certified by a reputable testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories or electrical testing laboratories, to ensure that they meet industry standards for safety and performance. Before starting the installation, carefully read and understand the manufacturer's instructions. These instructions will provide detailed guidance on the proper installation procedures, including wiring diagrams and mounting instructions. Follow the instructions carefully to ensure that the heater is installed correctly and safely. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, consult with a qualified electrician. Once the heater is installed, test it thoroughly to ensure that it is functioning properly. Check that the thermostat is working correctly and that the heater is providing adequate heat. Monitor the heater for any signs of problems, such as unusual noises or odors. If you notice any issues, turn off the power and contact a qualified electrician for assistance. Regularly inspect the heater for any signs of damage or wear. Check the wiring for any signs of fraying or corrosion. Clean the heater regularly to remove dust and debris that can reduce its efficiency. If you notice any problems, have them repaired immediately by a qualified electrician. By following these additional tips, you can ensure that your electric baseboard heater provides safe, reliable, and efficient heating for years to come. Remember that electrical safety is always the top priority. Never attempt to work on electrical systems unless you are qualified and comfortable doing so. If you have any doubts, consult with a qualified electrician. When planning the layout of the bathroom, consider the placement of the electric baseboard heater in relation to other heat sources, such as radiators or forced air vents. Avoid placing the heater in a location where it will compete with other heat sources, as this can reduce its efficiency and increase energy consumption. Consider the use of programmable thermostats to further optimize energy efficiency. Programmable thermostats allow you to set different temperature settings for different times of the day, reducing energy waste when the bathroom is not in use. Choose a thermostat that is compatible with your electric baseboard heater and that meets your specific needs and preferences. When cleaning the electric baseboard heater, use a soft cloth or brush to remove dust and debris. Avoid using harsh chemicals or abrasive cleaners, as these can damage the heater's finish or components. Always turn off the power to the heater before cleaning it. If you are unsure about how to clean the heater properly, consult with the manufacturer's instructions or contact a qualified electrician. In addition to the safety and efficiency considerations, consider the aesthetic appeal of the electric baseboard heater. Choose a model that complements the style and decor of your bathroom. There are many different styles and finishes available, so you should be able to find a heater that meets your needs and preferences. Consider the use of heater covers to further enhance the aesthetic appeal of the heater. Heater covers can also provide an additional layer of protection against accidental contact. When selecting a heater cover, make sure that it is compatible with your electric baseboard heater and that it does not restrict airflow. Remember that electric baseboard heaters can get very hot during operation. Avoid touching the heater directly when it is on. Keep flammable materials away from the heater to prevent fire hazards. Supervise children and pets closely when the heater is in use. By following these additional precautions, you can ensure that your electric baseboard heater provides safe, comfortable, and efficient heating for your bathroom. In summary, the key requirements for installing electric baseboard heaters near Whirlpool tubs include maintaining a minimum 12-inch clearance, ensuring secure mounting, using a ground fault circuit interrupter, controlling the heater with a thermostat, selecting a heater that is designed for use in damp environments, following the manufacturer's instructions, testing the heater thoroughly, inspecting the heater regularly, and taking additional precautions to ensure safety and efficiency. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the installation process. Electrical safety is always the top priority.